Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And, right away, he lost the football. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 44, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 43. Can't. Check 6-6. Pull it high.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
I got you. Hey, 382, let's 50. What's the twist? Shoot.
On third down, Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, Steamer.
Here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 right there. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 58's the mic. 58.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me. Watch out. Watch out. Yeah, yeah. I got it. Hey. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Jumper. Check 53. Check 37. Get him. You got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you. Hey, check right.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check, 48's the mic. Record.
Cousins now from the 50. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's going deep for Brown, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Cousins now. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun. Motion, watch the motion. Let's go, let's go.
To throw is Cousins. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Cousins. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Fournette on the toss to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check 53.
Gun.
Check 53's Mike. Exit, exit. 53's the Mike.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, D. All day.
Listen to me.
All day. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Cousins on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's see what you got.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Touchdown, Vikings! Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it.
From the 36, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
To throw on third down, Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got some space here. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Gun.
Hey, yo. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got one.
Now Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. He's got it to Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got to completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Set, ready. Now to work. 58, come on. Hey. Check 31, check 31. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, 58 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. 58.
Here's Jackson to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Check 4. Yo. Check hot, hot. Mike spot 4.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
We're going.
Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Jackson. short throw underneath to Hurst. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Go, go, go.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go, here we go. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 58 to Mike.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't. Go. You don't want it. No.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58, come on. All day, punt. 58. Go. Mike,
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ingram. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
I'm here all day. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. It's going to be a
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They're They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Cousins here to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.